It's your band, mate. Five seconds remaining.
Ten seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Looks like we're just in time. Lickety-split!
I hear the sirens singing. This one's in the bag.
Prepare for battle.
Friends, let us skirmish.
Artillery on the move.
Friends, let us skirmish.
I ain't getting any younger. Sure as a gun. Grab the apple. Look at his waddle. On the prod. Making tracks. This ain't no hayride.
Get back.
Sparking iron. You want a piece of me? First a blast, then a bite. To pay dirt. Sometimes he goes. Moving. Get low. Don't need roads. Nice and easy. This is how your cookie crumbles. Who likes your cookie up? Mortimer will get us there. Our cavorting days is over, Mortimer.
Take this warning to heart.
Friends, let us skirmish.
That was mostly luck on their part.
Friends, let us skirmish.
Secret ingredient is mostly inert at room temperature. Draw a bead. Pickbacks down. Water in the gulch.
Denied.
Well healed. This here's my boomstick. In you go. Giddy up. Time to get. Whoop. Hacking iron, like my scatter gun. Oh, we'll get there. Take the back way.
Either.
Cha! Let's have a... Sure. Crosslots. Slow down. Should we hurry? Stir the pot. 4 legs a churning. This way, Mortimer. On the dusty trail.
Get away, you.
Run and gun. Bushwhack! I'll mosey on over. Eat this! Get here! Put some pep in your step.
Let us
Half
skirmish.
cocked. I reckon.
My favorite cousin.
I'll enjoy the ride.
Radiant fortified their structures. Attack the heroes.
Eat this. You bet. On the prod. Sure as a gun. Well, here. Should we hurry? Which way, Mortimer? Lickety split!
Fail.
Take the back way.
Your middle tower is under attack.
That one they call my bear Sharon. I got something for you.
Your middle tower is under attack. What's this? Dire fortified their structures?
Oh, give me a home where the wild wings roam. Run and gun. I'm in for it. On the dusty trail. I reckon.
Welcome to the secret shop.
Yours.
In the powder game. brought something for you, too. This way, Mortimer. He'll find his way. Fool's gold. 4 legs a churning. Break out the eating irons. Get a load of this. Sure.
Killing spree!
Oh, pardon my quill.
Hacking iron. I'll enjoy the ride. Get along. Water in the gulch.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Artillery
Don't let them
on the
dismast
move.
you.
Regeneration.
Did you notice they're attacking your bottom tower?
By the by,
Welcome to the secret shop.
hacking powder. What do you need legs for? Mortimer will get us.
Help your bottom tower.
If the beacon goes out,
Cha!
Help your bottom tower.
Time to get. I could mosey.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, we'll get there. I'll mosey on.
did you notice they're attacking your bottom tower? Douse those fires!
As you like it.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Killing spree.
Always know how
Radiant's
to break
courier
my
just
food.
drowned in a pool of blood.
Help your bottom tower.
Loaded to the gills.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Let us skirmish.
Your top tower is
Hello
under
to my
attack.
little friend.
Do you like sucking bilge water? Killing spree.
Don't need roads.
Ears.
Giddy up. Grab the apple. Moving. On the shoot.
Radiant think fortification brings mid-tower down.
Any port
Another
of the
storm.
bulwark falls.
Take the back way. Never too old to learn something new. To pay dirt. On the shoot. I'll enjoy the ride. What a kick. Force feet. Always helpful in a pinch. Should we hurry? I'm not out of aim. Whoop. Air already tastes a little less ready. Time to get
Welcome to the
arcane
secret shop.
boots. Moving. Good for close quarters. High caliber. Grab the apple. Don't need roads. Let's have a look-see. Sure.
They're trying to break your middle tower.
I could mosey. Which way, Mortimer? Yeah, I reckon. Oh, we'll get sentries save lives, you know. Sure as a gun. Shotgun! On the prod.
for a queen.
Dominating!
Powder game. By the bug. Get a load of this. Fire in the hole. Wait along. Giddy up.
Did you notice they're attacking your bottom tower?
Mega kill!
Making peace. How's my aim? Run and gun. Lickety split. I'll mosey on over. Water in the gulch. Packing iron. I'm in for it.
Something bad is happening to your top tower.
What kind of skipper are you?
Artillery
Look
on
who's
the move.
talking!
Secret ingredient wouldn't be a secret with every barrel I got.
Killing spree!
On the dusty trail. Shotgun.
Unstoppable!
Well healed.
Dire structures are fortified.
Guns blazing.
Help your bottom tower.
I'll give you a
Worthy
treat.
You're heading for dead water.
4 legs a churning.
When did the enemy's top tower fall?
Pay attention, Melonhead.
Nice and easy. He'll find his way. 4x4.
Wicked sick!
Pickback style. What do you need legs for? Watermole will get us
regeneration.
there. Reach for the sky. No harm to run something for you, too. Let's have a look-see.
Killing spree!
Own edge!
Run and gun. I'm in for it. In the powder game. On the prod. This way, Mortimer. Hang on. Packing iron.
Ah, your top tower!
Use your words!
Damage.
4 legs a churning. Sure
Your
as
top
you
tower is under attack.
Is that a mirage?
Monster kill!
Ownage!
The secret ingredient shouldn't be mixed with certain things. Need roads. This here's my foam stick.
Ownage! Dominating!
Ownage!
Ingredient is pain.
Mega kill!
Double kill!
To pay dirt. I'll make it quick.
The enemy's bottom tower just keeled over.
That one they call my big iron. I could mosey.
Dire structures are fortified.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Sure.
The enemy's bottom tower was just denied.
Talk about a failboat.
Mechanism. Which way, Mortimer? Smoke of deceit. Lickety split.
Invisibility.
Wait along. Time to get.
Godlike!
Odin!
Killing spree! Ownage!
On the move. You bet. Good for close quarters. By the by. Crack shot. Grab the apple. Fight was his feet. What a kick. Take the back way. Mortimer will get us there. Hold on. I reckon. 4x4. Snack attack! Eat this. He'll find his way. Making tracks. Nice and easy.
Loaded to the gills.
On the dusty trail. No, you don't get on the chute.
Haste.
Pickbacks down. Should we hurry? Get along. Put it in my pocket. Oh, we'll get there. Moving. Mortimer's got his own. Draw.
Dominating! Odin!
Back in the fight. Too late for you. Well, almost. Should we hurry?
Oh, you just smashed the enemy's middle.
Which way, Mortimer? Run and gun. He's a cookie combustion engine. Half cocked. I'll mosey on over. Water in the gulch. Smoking hot. You gonna skin that smoke wagon?
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Artillery on the move. Gut bomb like my scatter gun. Take the back way. Lickety split. Good mosey. Oh, we'll get there. To pay dirt. in for it. By the by,
Did you notice they're attacking your bottom tower?
on the dusty trail. On the shoot. He ain't sharing. Overlasting good. Making tracks. Let's have a look-see.
Unstoppable! Wicked sick!
Double kill!
4x4. I reckon. I'll enjoy the ride.
Our structures are fortified! Mega kill!
Don't get confused as to which eight lands. Mortimer will get it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I let my irons
The enemy's middle tower just ran aground.
grab the apple. Wait
The
alone.
enemy's middle barracks just capsized.
Powder game.
The enemy's middle barracks have fallen.
Something bad is happening to your top tower.
Well healed. Here we go! With every barrel I got. Let's ride. He'll find his way. Bounty! Moving!
Loaded to the gills.
Don't need roads. That one they call him a big iron. Hacking iron. In you go. Time to get. Nice and easy.
Roshan's dead. Stop me if you've heard this
Four
one.
legs a churning. Wards win wars, you know. Cha! This way, Mortimer. Yeah, that's the stuff. Pickback style. Cha! On the
Ownage!
take
Your
the back.
bottom tower is under attack.
Seeing a shanty for the enemy's top tower.
Which way, Mortimer?
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Crack shot. Gut bomb. Water in the gulch.
The enemy's top
spree!
barracks have fallen.
Ownage!
Let's see them ride this one out.
I could mosey. Lickety split.
There goes the enemy's bottom tower.
Now she goes.
On the dusty trail.
The enemy's bottom barracks just took a
Radiant's
dip.
courier has been killed.
About that.
The enemy's bottom barracks have fallen. You now have mega troops. Dominating!
Here's the real treasure. Don't need roads. Bushwhack! No clue. I'll mosey on over. Sorry. I reckon. Slow down!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Dominating!
Mega kill!
Double kill!
Moving! Smoking hot! No rush!
Oh, you just smashed the enemy's middle tower!
And home! Radiant's victory!
Only one ancient left.
game now falling into the bottom half of the net worth. They're 4th lowest at the moment on the Doom, and you know, this is a hero as well that we've seen in previous games have such a good time. This hero can get so much farm, so to see that hero in that low of a position just really goes to show how hard of a game T1's having right now.
Absolutely, and they get the thing is that every single time these fights, they're getting the ideal targets too, right? They're getting the Grimstroke ulti with the double Chain Frost. That time it wasn't a double Doom, but the Doom ended up getting a decent cleanup. It's just every single time, even when they get the combos, it seems like New Esports cleans up the fight. And the way they're cleaning up the fight, actually, a lot of times, is DDZ's illusion. He killed the Grimstroke from full HP with his illusion that time. It's pretty hysterical, but it will happen. That illusion is no joke when it is core. And now with those ultis on cooldown, yeah, they ping the rush. This one should be free for them. Don't believe T1 can contest this.
Yeah, here we have it. This should be an easy rush. As you say, Ursa Revenge, no problem taking this one down in a few seconds at all. And they're going to look to, of course, stay very active with this Aegis. Smoke up immediately as they leave the pit, and they're on the hunt.
They don't have to wait for any cooldowns like T1 does. Doom still on cooldown for 35 seconds. They're going to be getting a good flank here. Mosin claiming the high ground. For those bounties. Pelosin on the front line too.
Oh, DDZ with the swap back to get him with a magic missile onto Pelosin. Mosin in with a hook shot onto Yokam. Arrow follow up from Yamate. That's going to be the 2 supports down. Throw out a Chain Frost. It ain't going to do much at all. Yamate able to quickly split with the lead.
They want more. They get the last on the back.
They do. They get the drag back onto In Your Dream. They step forward. They're on top of the Ursa. Just get pushed into the high ground by the Cox. He still falls. New Esports. Beautiful move there. They get the 3 of them. They've also got that mid lane pushing in so they can try for the tier 2 there. Miracle trying his best to cut the wave, keeping pressure on the side lanes. Desperately trying to farm his way back into this game, but the rest of his team just continuing to suffer at the hands of New Esports.
They're going to try to read the move now. They just saw where Miracle is. Put the courier. Let's watch what Yamate does. I think he's going to be the biggest one to watch him hunting right now. He's got an idea of where the AM is. He's got the UOS plus a Meteor Hammer. He's got a combo. Won't be able to find the AM though. But he was hunting. 14,000 gold lead. Increasing just at a constant rate. That's experience with 12,000. Miracle needs a hell of a lot more time. And even if he does get a lot more time, this AM, if you know, he doesn't have this fantastic core matchup like we were mentioning earlier. Like, these heroes don't have big mana pools. Bat Rider does, but Venge and Ursa, you know, Mana Void is not ever going to be that humongous thing they have to worry about. Maybe the Venge a bit, but not Ursa. Ursa will just stand there toe-to-toe with the AM at this pace of farm.
Mid.
For it.
Try for the swap into the arrow. They won't get the connection. Now DDZ is in pretty deep there because of that swap attempt. In fact, he's in the midst of all 5 of them. They turn onto him. And they do drop the Doom as well onto the bench. DDZ will fall. Miracle has to blink away the last moment. Mosin, he's able to catch the 3 of them here in the cogs.
Oh
Lance
my
is
god.
Fury Cleave going to work. There's 3 down on T1. They're going to step over as well, looking for In Your Dream. He's able to toss back the Ursa. He's running away, but this illusion from DDZ helps finish him off inside the base, behind the tier 3s, whilst they still had all their tier 2s up. That's how aggressive New Esports can get away with being right now, just diving into the base. And there's not a single thing that T1 can do to stop them.
Oh, Mosin. 3-man cog into the battle. Fury Cleave, just picture perfect moment there. DDZ dies, right? But like I was mentioning earlier, DDZ's illusion is killing people, and he still provides everything even if he's dead during all of it. So they, in theory, didn't lose anything there, and they just steamroll the fight. Age is still online. Yeah, this game's getting, like we said, pretty out of hand for T1 quite a long time ago, and it does not seem to be getting any easier as their map has shrank.
Just getting a whole lot smaller, 18k lead. Yeah, it's this game. It's just another sort of showing of New Esports running them over. I mean, it felt like T1 would have a bit of a better shot. At the same time, I guess, you know, going for the sort of anti-mage draft, it is very much a lineup where you're heavily relying on the AM. Similar sort of setup of strategy. Deploying flashbang. New Esports had shown in the previous game against American that they're more than happy to play against that sort of style.
Yeah, I mean, it's this fast, aggressive style that has multiple kind of heroes that scale. When, yeah, I don't know, T1 again, it's going for this 4 protect 1, but it's not like what this AM was the absolute last pick of the game too, right? And I look and I'm like, it's not like he has a fantastic core matchup. Like, even late games, late game scenarios when you're playing versus Ursa now, AM back in the day, you know, you Abyssal, blah blah blah. Ursa now, if you're playing to late game, Ursa's gonna probably have a lot of farm, and he can stand toe to toe with you. He can man fight you pretty well. So it's just a bit weird that they go for this AM pick again. Just really wanting to force that 4 protect 1 always.
And it's like maybe it's sort of a setup.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, and you know he's at least able to turn up the fights by the time that Lance has his Battle Fury and his SNY. Then you've got a bit of a solid chance, but obviously the way that this played out, you know, Lance, he just had all the space in the world up on the top lane. They were trying to put all their focus in trying to keep the anti-mode safe rather than necessarily slowing down Lance's smoking. It's just meant there's this Lance America.
Yeah, I feel like
Throwing fire.
New esports played their style.
Grenade out. Smoke. Flashbang.
Middle.
Where he's playing off away from everybody, but he's the one constantly fighting.
Laying down smoke. Deploying flashbang. Grenade. Incendiary out.
Middle.
Sitting next to Miracle for him to finish his Manta. Still a ways away.
Right up the high ground.
In your dream.
Got the setup onto the tiny Yamate. Already got to off the jump in. But the arrow onto in your dream. That's it. That tiny. Pushed out very nicely by T1, so time's going to have to be taken with Andy stepping back to bring around this bottom lane.
Terrorists win.
Farm still here trying to get that Manta complete. 500 gold off the ultimate orb. Lance is closing in on 40 KD on top of the SNY.
Remember, this isn't the killing house anymore. This is real life. Throwing smoke. Incendiary. Smoke. Smoke. Throwing flashbang. Throwing flashbang.
Pushing on the bottom. See what's of an answer. Coming with T1. Got to respond to this. And in the trees. It's getting pinged out though. Still going to be able to jump forward. Does he get a grab though? Quick blink back to the side from In Your Dream. To avoid being caught.
That was a little risky by Candy. He could have gotten Sinister Gaze. It was very close to actually getting grabbed. Potentially get brought down. Find the farm on the sides there.
Calming it down a bit again, making sure they've got a couple of waves at least pushing into the base.
Miracle.
Once more.
Yeah, Miracle, whenever he's not seeing people on the map, is actually spamming his counter spells or creep camps. So he is trying to cover himself in case of like the Bat Riders and then catching him off guard. T1 pushing himself forward a little bit here.
Grenade. Flashbang.
Grenade out!
Incendiary out. Throwing smoke.
It's they can win fights. I think he needs to get like a missile, right? Like if he gets
Flashbang.
Throwing flashbang.
they have. I mean, he just still needs more time. Even one item is gonna help him.
Grenade out.
Double ulti and do esports overextends. He needs like 2 items really to contribute. Well, he's creeping toward that. He pretty much has the gold for now if he wants to. They're probably gonna press the issue forward here. If they do find any person, if they get any pickoff, it's very likely to be that Rax taken out. They're gonna slowly work on it now.
What's T1 gonna do? He's gonna let it go. Fortification is out from T1. You not showing any signs of stopping in your dream. He's gonna look for the toss back. He's able to get Lance in underneath the tier 4s to get the ult off in time. Though turns out the dream. Dream shot to the side. Rax will slowly fall, or maybe not, still alive. And Lance, he's gone. Doom's out onto the 2 of them with the soulbind. They kill the Ursa. They're going to be able to get DDC as well. And the melee Rax, they weren't quite finished off. They kept them alive. In your
Hey,
dream,
Moses.
also tossing off Moses to the side. Moses unable to finish off the kill onto the Tiny. The heroes here, Yui. Do not get the Rax.
Pretty huge. Tossbacks. That was a very nice play for them. They forced Lance's ult early on. They tried to help him out. I think the bench.
Thank you.
Want the counters to-
Watch out. These boys have got a bit of an arsenal and they don't mind using it.
Deploying smoke shield.
Grenade out.
Grenade.
Laying down smoke.
We've seen many of these games in the league. They get pretty crazy
Smoke.
around this.
Throwing smoke.
One sort of failed attempt to push in the high ground and sort of just expanded into a
Smoke.
tournament. They got to be careful. High ground once again.
Throwing fire.
They're going to be even. So a couple more defenses like that from T1.
Throwing fire.
Will put this race back, this game back in an equal position.
Incendiary.
It's B.
Before the Roach, try to pick a fight before the Roach and try to get that type of advantage. Because once Roach falls, you don't use the esports, they're going to and it's going to be pretty tough for you to slow them down there. 30 seconds until Doom is back up, and Roach is going to be spawning in 5 seconds. If they're able to get that Roach, then T1 is going to have a real tough time to try to get any Doom target properly. And yeah, Roach is back. On that left side to watch the Roche, and now have a blink on Grimstone. So much better opportunities for them to get the double dooms. Let's see if they can.
Throwing fire.
Laying down smoke. Incendiary out. Grenade. Throwing
Help me,
flashbang.
help me.
Grenade. Throwing flashbang. Throwing fire. Throwing fire. Incendiary out. Throwing flashbang.
Danger and linking, but Lance is a big scary bear, and he can actually stand so
Incendiary. Laying down smoke.
Monitor.
these guys. If he had that
You're right on. You're right on. We are Oscar Mike. Negative.
In the area.
Throwing smoke. Deploying flashbang.
Smoke shield.
Laying down smoke. Enemy spotted.
Throwing
Throwing a grenade.
Throwing grenade.
Smoke. Throwing fire. Grenade out. Grenade out.
Ready.
Throwing smoke. Throwing fire.
Throwing fire.
Throwing flashbang.
Connector.
Smoke.
They hold yet again, and now they're on the chase. The arrow will
Abyssal
catch
in
on
one.
to Miracle, but they force him forward into the bleach, close the gap with the Abyssal. He's on top of the bear. Lance, he's got one more round with the ult. He does have the cheese, but he's surrounded by 4. The arrow also dodged. Lance is actually going to pop the cheese, but there's no chance of turning this on his own.
Nope,
He will
he
get
gets
the
one.
kill onto the Gokam Grimstroke with the cleave, but he dies. It's another hole from
Push.
T1.
Push.
It may now be a
Grenade out. Incendiary.
Put up a smoke.
Laying down smoke. Flashbang. Grenade. Grenade out. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang. Smoke.
Now that they've seen the tossback twice,
Smoke.
the plan prepared for when in your team does go for those tossbacks. So definitely gonna have to watch and wait on DDZ for those swaps and either force stabs or anything to protect that Ursa who keeps getting put into an awkward position. But great defenses by T1.
Miracle. See a hook shot in from Moslin, trying to go for Paulson. Grab him with the lasso. T1's going to fight this. That Miracle jumps in. They're going to be able to take the clock. And
Throwing smoke.
careful, they're
Throwing fire.
Throwing
From
smoke.
middle, get from middle.
Grenade out. Flashbang.
Throwing. Throwing a grenade.
B. No one in B.
Throwing flashbang.
They're both kind of meh this game.
Actually, that's true. I can see the man in this spot. I can probably go cooldown, right?
Incendiary out.
Deploying flashbang.
Bomb B.
Actually get the wrapper, but they're actually spotted up getting pinged.
Oh,
Nice.
they're on to Lance. Lance needs help, but he needs it now. He's been silenced.
Bomb has been planted.
He's able to equivocate. Lance, possibly range turns over towards in your dream. He's getting fueled up. He's up in the air. Slides to the side with the force down, but he can't get away. Swap back by DDZ. New Esports back in position to get a good fight themselves. T1 try and commit onto Lance. Then terrorists win. Turn and fight back with the backup of New Esports. Remember, they still haven't taken down that mid-tier 1 tower. They fight like that.
We're in the clear, lads. Let's give it to them, boys. Smoke.
Deploying smoke shield.
During that fight.
Throwing fire.
Grenade out.
Grenade out. Laying down smoke. Throwing smoke. Laying down. Throwing smoke.
A very questionable decision here to try and commit without find Paulson, but Paulson's up to the high ground. Paulson, he's probably gonna tick out to the flame break, but it doesn't matter, because T1, they killed 4 heroes for that. They needed to get the hell out of there as soon as Lance went down there, but for whatever reason, woooooo Esports decided to throw some bonus heroes in for T1. And now, I mean, at this stage, they are struggling massively despite the lead that they've had this game, woooooo Esports. And it's working for T1. Miracle, he's now 5k ahead of the Ursa's farm. I mean, as you said in the draft, it is a game where it can be very good for the anti-mage this later portion, and especially when you're now a full item ahead of the enemy carry.
Exactly. The big thing is being that item ahead of the Ursa, and them just finding the Ursa over and over and over again with the Doom. I'm not
Contact.
He's not swapping him. I'm not sure why. I think maybe he's done it with the first on everything in the midst of the illusions, but you can just click on the port shirt up top. He's just letting his Ursa get doomed and focus fired, and he's not sacrificing his life for it. He had the swap available for 5 seconds.
I kind of forgot there was revenge.
He had it for 5 seconds in that fight, and then he got blinked on by the Tiny and Avalanche. He's just not swapping to protect Lance. I'm not too sure why. A couple times now in a row. If they have that happen maybe one more time, then T1's gonna just have an advantage going into this one, which is crazy to say after this one. You know, 20,000 gold, 20,000 experience. Even out the experience. Buyback on top of the butterfly he just bought. Esports have to find better ways to approach these fights. They can't keep getting caught off guard by these tossbacks and such.
Ozza's going to try and start the fight. They jump in, Idri tried to get the toss back onto the last, but wasn't able to find. Moonlight Shadow comes out from you. They're going to jump in, but there's the Soulbind. They're in a row with the commitment. There's the swap. This time DDC will try with the save for the Chain Frost. They're already out, bouncing around. The BKB's there from Candy.
Too much.
Before everybody comes to an end. 4F still alive. Lance is falling low. He's out of the game.
Smoking. Throwing smoke. Right on. Flashbang up. Decoy.
Damage was done.
Throwing flashbang.
I mean, this was, I don't...
Flashbang.
The game that... They were so far.
Flashbang.
But now it's in an incredible spot. This game, sure, it's still a 6k lead for woooooo Esports, but that lead was a 20k lead about 5 or so minutes ago. And at this point, if you're losing that advantage that quickly, I don't know how you're ever going to regain it.
No, I don't think. I mean, I think that even with the gold advantage, they're at a disadvantage even with that one. I think they've recognized the issue too. But not the 3 times before. You can't make 3. Damn. Now there's great. Now Torhorn with all of his items, they don't have a solution to the butterfly either, and they just keep getting the perfect initiation with these blink daggers. This Grimstroke plus Chain Frost. They got a double Chain Frost on everybody there. Everything coming together for T1 these last 3-4 fights, and new. Tough spot now in this game. They don't have the ways to actually just stand toe-to-toe with the AM. Ursa, he doesn't have the items. He doesn't have the MKB, he doesn't have the Satanic or something to match that AM's farm now.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much got the Abyssal done, and then his game just came to a grinding halt. Nothing else has been completed after that, and yeah, now it's a 10k difference between Miracle and Lance. This gap is only getting bigger every single fight. They've got to kill this anti-mage, and they've had so many opportunities to try and end the game, and they didn't. They've thrown away their lives in team fights.
Missed the hook shot, but they're still forcing the issue onto the Doom.
Looking at the Soulbind. Again, it's out of the 2 and the Abyssal Blade as well onto 2 Soulbind. It targets Lance.
Nice,
He's dead immediately. And the Chain Frost, the double Chain Frost again. I mean, these Soulbind combos are destroying woooooo Esports right now, rendering them absolutely useless in these team fights. As, you know, I mean, they may just even call it. I mean, you know, they haven't lost anything on the high ground, but this game, I mean, they must be starting to realize that they've just lost it. It's all been gone. It's all gone away from them.
T1 adapted and improvised while woooooo Esports kind of just kept running their head into a wall, it seemed like, and
you know, they just initiated on Forev, I feel like, for like the second time or so when he has an Aeon Disc. Aeon Disc pops, combo breaker. They can't actually focus fire him down. And then it actually sets them up for the perfect initiation on T1. Grimstroke and the Lich, both in the backlines behind the tanky Doom. They click their ultimates. New Esports runs into them and just gets eradicated by everything there. The Lance dies before he gets pretty much anything off from that Abyssal Blade.
Roche, there you go. And looks to be a 3-1 for T1. Buyback did come out for Candy, but for nobody else. Lance holding on to his. So no tools to contest the Roche ship. Courier's going to be sent in. And we'll go down here. Stanley's trying their best to keep it hidden in the cliff. They're hunting for it. And they will find it. So more money being thrown the way of T1. And after they take this Roche, they're now an 8k advantage themselves. Aegis on Miracle. Yokam's going to take the Refresher Shard, and certainly with good intentions was seen every single time. He's getting the soul binds off perfectly.
Yeah, game's easy for them, honestly, now. After these like humongous blunders by New Esports over and over and over again in a row, everyone on T1 has more than enough items now to, you know, just to secure the fights. Like, look at this Grimstroke now. He's got a Hex, he's got a Refresher Shard, and he's got the Timeless Relic. So he's at a crazy potential. Lich level 23, like all of them just got so much in the last, because they won every fight in the last 10, 12 minutes. All has been going in their favor, everyone acquiring crazy amounts of items, and New Esports' item progression has completely stopped since those last 12 minutes. Lance has been working on the Satanic since the 30-minute mark.
Going to try and move out with the Moonlight. See if they can catch T1 split up. See what they can find. Candy, he's in onto the Doom, but again the Soul Binds out. We'll put the BKB Candy that does manage to Lotus back one of the Chain Frosts at least. But the Doom, it's out onto Lance. Lance, he needs help, and he needs it now. They move him over to the side. In your dream time to step forward. Miracle jumps over with the Abyssal Blade. They're going to be able to find the bear. Ursa will go down. Lance buys back immediately. Miracle turns his attention over towards DDZ. The Hex out as well. The mana being burnt from this bench. DDZ being focused down by Miracle. Miracle bringing him low. Jumps to the side to avoid the Ursa. Gets away from Lance. They do lose the Doom. T1 losing for Rev. Can you get more? They need to get more. The arrow duped out by Polis and Candy. Chases in, tries to knock them out with the Flame Braid, but the Soul Bind into the two-man Hex. It's there from Yokam. Bring it down to the low. Mana Void from Miracle. It's a dieback on Lance. Dead for 2 minutes. Mozen gets the stun onto Miracle, but Miracle at this point, level 28, he's far too tanky for any of the other members of New Esports to take down. As Miracle can just look to chase on for the cleanup. Find themselves Yamate in the trees with the Shiva's Guard into the Avalanche toss combo of In Your Dreams. Silence from the bug of Yokam. It's going to be a 3rd kill for T1. 3 heroes dead. No buybacks available. I mean, this game, it really does feel like it's over. As New Esports, they've just had such a sort of terrible last 15 minutes of this game. There's a rapier picked up from Miracle. He's feeling confident. He's ready to just put this series to an end.
He wants to look cool with that rapier. No, I think he just knows he can end it. Ursa, Bench, Murata, all dead. They can look to just hit the tier 4s as he's exactly doing here. They're gonna try to go for the lasso, but he's got the Lincolns, and they should just be able to clean up this game.
Put the fortification. I mean, DDZ's back in 15. But very little they can do to stop Miracle cleaning up the base. And even if they did, he has an Aegis to fall back on as well. Mozen steps in. Miracle turns. Still playing more kills for the scoreboard. As he brings down the Clockwork. Takes out the Batrider. This game's over. This series is done as T1 will be the victors here, knocking down New Esports. And this game 3, definitely a painful one for New Esports to look back on. They had such a considerable lead and they let it slip away fight after fight as T1, they just found the chance to turn things around. Miracle's anti-mage came online, and you give Miracle any sort of that, that first sort of bit of a spark, he's going to just ignite into this full flame and just carry the team through the late game. And he really did here, and it didn't look like he was going to get that opportunity, but he did, and he did. He made the world happen with it.
Yeah, you can't, like, when you're playing New Esports with this type of draft, you can't make the same mistake 3 times. Like, right, what's the saying, you know, call me a horse once, you know, that kind of saying, and they literally did the same mistake 3 times when they're pushing high ground. They had top 4 net worth, 20,000 gold lead, and they got tossed back 3 times on their carry hero and did not swap. I don't want to always just single out one person, but I don't know where the swaps were in the when they're pushing high ground. Those high ground pushes looked very weird for me from New Esports. They should have had a better time at least versus T1. I don't want to take it away from T1, but they didn't prepare for it, right? Like, they have to watch out for those tiny tossbacks, and they didn't. They did not get the swap back a single one of the times until it was too late, and T1 capitalized. They did a great job of making sure that they did get those Grimstroke ultis and protect the backline over and over again, but it really was on the back of In Your Dream getting 3 tossbacks in a row in the high ground pushes and just securing Miracle a carry game.
Yeah, no, excellent high ground defenses from T1, but yeah, no, certainly, as I say, one that's going to be rough for New Esports. I mean, look at some of the swings on the graphs. It did get, they were at a 20k lead and for quite a solid amount of time as well. On the win probability, by the looks of it, it reached up to about 98% win probability for New Esports around that 27-minute mark, where it did look like they were going to have a chance of closing it up. But they didn't, and yeah, as you say, hats off to T1. They kept their cool, they're able to turn it around, and as you have to do so here in the SEA region, we've seen a lot of crazy games back and forth. You know, a lot of times where it really feels like to us, and probably to a lot of viewers, the game's over. Maybe the viewers that are more experienced in the SEA region, where they're like, nah, there's a chance that they're just going to all throw it away. It happens a lot. You know, you really have to fight to the end. I think that's, you know, one of the things that a lot of people know about the SEA region, the SEA club. You never give up in these games because they're really, really.
Absolutely. T1, they type of games, like you said, they're used to it. A little bit more discipline, I think, in this one, and this would have been an easy game for them. They had all the tools, they had everything coming together for them, but they didn't plan it. That's what it seemed like. They didn't have the exact concept of how can T1 come back. We should prevent that. They should rushing it back.
There we go. Take game 3 with that. The series is theirs. 2-1. Not down. There. That's it from myself, Odie Pixel and Fog. Hope you enjoyed the commentary today. As we are going to send you straight back to the panel to wrap this series up.
Hello everybody. Looks like New Esports will be joining the elimination group. So close, so far.
Both teams who were knocked out today, Esports, they were very close to defy expectations. It was
T1 as well. They were so close to getting eliminated, but thankfully New Esports once again, I believe this is the they were not asking themselves the question, how can T1 come back into this tossback? The tossback they were not prepared for that. 3 times in a row and it did the same ways.
Yeah,
like, what are you
You know what? You know, my favorite character, Joker, once said insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
Yeah.
The dream
just foolish.
Yeah. Whoa, I did not say that. I call it insanity. But you know, in your dream, the people cost New Esports for ages trying to push high ground, all because of that tiny pause, and it tossed New Esports right out of the tournament. New Esports, they had the ingredients, right? I think we all agreed on that at one point. 20k goal lead. It feels like, you know, New Esports, they are baking a cake. They all had all the ingredients, right amount of flour, right amount of egg. They beat it properly. They let it ferment. It rolls. They bake a good cake, and then they just drop it right in front of T1's base. All the fights, I think Jokem has really showed out this Grimstroke, getting the necessary soul farming, but it was also because New Esports kept doing the same thing. They kept running into this forum. They know I had an A on this, and Jokem was like, alright, so mine.
Yeah, you also have to give credit to T1 as well. They kept their composure. They're still clear with their winning condition. They always know that the tossback could win them, to help them come back. And also Miracle, he always seems to be able to dodge all these punch coming up from T1, from the other side. Every time when he doesn't see anyone on the map, everything was playing the top corner spell first, just in case.
Yeah.
So this really tells you the kind of experience that you can get and the ability to play under pressure too.
I mean, they came back from a 2% win probability.
I mean, especially for, and also not just that, right? Miracle, I think he just became overly paranoid throughout the game, right? He died multiple times. His laning stage was a mess. Batrider, he had low-level blinks, so he was just constantly died. I think at the end of the day, though, that paranoia worked out for him because in particular, right, the first fight that they won, he got his basher on time.
Yeah. Oh, that one was actually massive because I was slightly worried for Miracle, right? You saw, I think Lance got his basher. They were running high ground. They had the I think
that was the first mid
the
mid
first
push.
one. Yeah, they went for the first mid push, and Miracle was like one full item behind. So I was really worried. Like he was still farming the jungle, and then T1 they went for the glyph on the racks, and I was really confused. Like if you glyph your rack, something has to happen. They made it happen. Inyo actually kind of messed up. He didn't go for the immediate toss. He tried to like right-click Lance, but Lance was still beating into the racks. They tossed him back. Miracle TP back with the new basher, and it completely caught New Esports off guard.
It was also really weird that they cleaved the tower, and Ursa was still right in front of the Raxus.
Yeah, it's like,
alright, the glyph. I guess I'll just wait here for 5 seconds then.
Well, was not adjusted. I guess let's check in on the brackets so far in the playoffs, and unfortunately, the victims of the new patch will be the victims of elimination. They fall prey to the tournaments. The lower bracket now continues. Adroit, they're going to meet Geek Fam next, and T1, they're going to face off against New Esports. Tough matchup for these two teams.
Yeah, probably tougher matches than what they played today. So they'll have a couple days, or at least a day, to get themselves prepped. Or are we looking at their matches tomorrow? We'll take a look at the schedule in just a moment. Of course, I think another match we're also going to be looking forward to is Fnatic versus TNC. So that's a very big match, the upper bracket finals. Winner of that will go straight to grand finals. And actually looks like we're going to be seeing our teams again. We're going to be seeing them play tomorrow. Adroit up against Geek Fam, T1 against Neon.
And once again, we are going to say goodbye, farewell to 2 teams.
More elimination matches.
Yes. Now the race for top 4 is tomorrow.
Yep, a lot of sentimental emotions here.
I mean,
are you crying?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, Adroit, the Cinderella story still continues, right? They had a lot of. If this was a movie, in the script probably gave them hell to go through. I think they've been through a lot, but it's still not the end. It's tougher now. It's Geek Fam, and we all know what Geek Fam can do.
Lagi well, move it.
Well, any final words before we close out the stream?
I think it's just a miraculous series by Adroit.
Let me to kamu, itu ping. Bentar.
A bit of regret for New Esports, honestly. It could have been them, but well, maybe it's because. With that being said, it is ended. We did give a final.
Bisa begitu.
Happened. You saw Olga Magi having a 2-me.
Halo bang, halo.
He's such a good pick right now. Away 2-me backpacks.
Gua di carry nih sama Dota. Fix, thank you.
Remember to sign up for that as well, but thank you very much for being a part of it.
Gua mau lewat, weh ngapa dia lagi? Kau iya.
Thank you so much for sponsoring this event. Again, without their sponsor.
Itu ping. Like itu kamu.
New Esports, even though they
Kemana?
received the tournament pretty early, but still having such a good big
Nah, ping toh, yang mana?
home weeks, 1 month of playing in front of the fans.
Kemana kita?
Punya aku coy. Big win for that.
Yeah, they were ranked.
Kalem coy, look at me lah coy.
2008, and I think they broke a lot of.
Kabela coy. Oke coy.
People who doubted them from the start.
Ras coy.
Leave a mark. They took out T1 before.
Ada coy. Gua udah bilang coy. Bantuin, majuin lah coy.
And this story really
Udah lo banget ini coy. Ya elah coy.
right. All they want to do is
Ayo lari lah coy. Gua nampi.
to showcase themselves, to showcase their
Jangan di pick coy.
work.
And you know who?
Wah, kok berhenti tembak gua?
Because we get to see all these games, right?
We are the one that are learning, right?
Wah, banyak banget.
Final for today. That concludes our
Jago ya.
podcast, but
Nice one.
we will be back tomorrow.
Carry kita bang,
Exact same
gua
time,
numpang.
2 p.m. Singapore Standard Time, 2 p.m. Malaysian Standard Time.
Terus mid ke B aja. Oke siap. Siap santuy. Ada yang beli smoke nggak? Sama. Belum beli bang. Ya udah. Belum, baru main juga. Nge-lag banget gua tai. Rasbi, woi. Dia Rasbi. Dia juga Rasbi. Flash, woi. Gak jadi, go. Cepet plan. Pada di A. Ya. Awas banana.
Contraction ke terakhir.
Hide aja. Enggak usah muncul, hide aja.
Jangan di pick, Bang, jadi pick. Jangan bareng, weh.
Santai itu udah lo.
Aduh.
Kalau satu-satu mah kalah.
Pemanasan, Cok.
Navi agak-agak ini ya.
Ngefek lah. Minggir, gomit, minggir. Jangan di blok, please.
Kemit aja lah.
Ya udah, jangan di blok makanya, takut telat.
Nggak ada yang blok.
Itu tuh, woi. Jangan di flash.
Bentar, gua flashback.
Tahan dulu.
Tahan belakang, tahan banana. Arch satu.
Udah masuk cepat, woi.
Low tuh archnya low.
Low. Ambil AK.
Cepet.
AK.
Di mana?
Rumah tangga. Ah, mana?
Dah.
Itu.
AK bisa dibeli.
Rumah tangga.
AK bisa dibeli.
Mau di dropin?
Rumah tangga dong.
Ini di rumah di tangganya. Di rumah di tangganya.
Minggir kayak gini lah. Rumah tangga dong. Wah, gila, gua udah nembak loh. Jadi begini.
Aduh.
AWP-nya buat gua aja tukar sama AK tuh.
Mana?
Nih, sini.
Hati-hati.
Flashing mid dong. Satu.
Bentar. 1, 2, 3.
Ada.
Jangan.
Dia lari kanan City. Lari ke B, cepet lari ke B. Cepet. 3 udah 3 di A.
Iya.
Smoke flash ingat.
Aku flash.
Gua smoke.
Smoke.
Go, ras, go. Go, masuk. Cek.
Aduh, ada.
Nice, pasang.
Go, play.
Look banana ada.
Ambil.
Ada dekat satu.
Tahan aja.
Jangan dipik boleh.
Last banana. Hah? Buta dirinya sendiri anjing.
Anjing. Aduh. Maaf, noob. Belum pernah ngesan.
Sama bang, saya paling noob nih di. Mau di dropin nggak? Aman.
Enggak.
Ini.
Let's go.
Gitu dong, itu kan HP gua kan. Bentar masih ada tuh, ngutang kan sedikit. Apa udah bikin kamu ya?
Nggak ada mereka di side. Iko kayak Iko. Iko kayak.
Jangan kau blok kak minggir.
Lebarnya satu. Mid satu. Mid.
Aduh. Dia pakai SMG tuh di library.
Mid last.
Nice.
Di apps coba lihat.
Shotgun dong. Kena kau shotgun. Iya benar. Kenapa kau bye?
Move, my friends. Throw in the flashbang.
Tunggu.
Aduh.
Fake B lah. Oh nggak jadi. Masuk. Gua bawa bom. Gua udah bilang.
I'm planting the bomb. Throwing a flashbang. Bomb has been planted.
Sniper mana tahu sniper kan ini senjata baru nah.
Sniper pick banana aja.
Bakal kayak. Ada F-steps. Gue udah bilang ada. Mau AWP-nya di sini. Mau kau masuk kah? Bilang kalau mau kau masuk. Saya mau kau masuk. Tuh.
Art satu.
Jangan.
Ya ke A.
Jangan kau pick, kita kau pick. Dia udah di A dia.
Di A dia satu.
Gue B kayaknya fake A ya. Wah bisa gitu dong wah. Go B. Ada dua. Bet gue deh.
Drop SMG.
Kita dropin SMG. Ambil. Flashin gua. Flashin. Flashin satu.
Flash.
Lo parah. Nice.
Ayolah.
AWP-nya di
Dim. Ngomong apa dia?
besok hari Jumat katanya.
Oke.
Beli SMG.
Iya. Beres.
Gua AWP.
Ya nggak apa-apa.
Yo,
Maaf AWP 1.
Yo.
Ada yang deket ya, hati-hati.
AWP dong. Dia tahu tuh prospek kita.
Mereka tahu. Nice.
Man.
Awas. Dua di city. Dua udah sembuh. Dekat sembuh kedua. Nice. Plus banana paling. Oh, sini.
AWP-nya ambil buat gua. Nih.
Gua ada AK tuh dalam.
Ih, mana?
Bakal ambil.
Sini, thank you. Waduh, gua beli anak AK tuh.
Udah gua. Ambil 5 li, cepat ko. Lumit gua banana, ya gua banana.
Waduh. Tujuh 6 min. Sisa 24.
Punya flash enggak?
Ya.
Ditungguin gua baru mau ngelompat.
Gobe, weh.
Flashin dong.
Plus lagi.
Darah.
Satu lagi.
Dah.
Sorry.
Belakang.
Niku.
Lari ke A, cepet. Lari ke A, cepet. Ke A aja.
Panik.
Nice. Ada molly tuh. Molly cari coba.
Bagus
Molly
tadi
cari.
anu. Cek dulu lah.
Biarin
Oh, enggak apa-apa. Fokus aja dia. Nah,
Aduh. Sorry.
Sih.
terbang anjing.
Karambitnya dipamer anjing.
Yo.
Jangan.
Ada bot tuh satu nah.
Botnya jago coba.
Ada di sini. Hati-hati. Di house ada.
Di apps ya.
Ya.
Really?
Aku punya flash. Mau flash mid gak?
Flash ya.
Haus AWP dong. Gak usah. Itu mid to B aja, mid to B.
Itu Bi, ayo.
Go. Cek belakang Jo. Mid to B, cepet, mid to B.
Ada dekat. Nice, ke B.
Sorry. Mid to B, bego.
Jalan aja. Gak usah bikin panik kenapa, woi.
Mati.
Udah pelan.
Tipis satu.
Di CT 2.
Ada WP ya. Tadi ada WP.
Keren stikernya itu kan.
Last op. Senjatamu ini.
Gila.
Cocok itu.
Saya sedang pegang.
Salah beli gua, woi.
SMG.
Itu kasih.
Salah beli gua.
Kasih alias saya, kasih alias. Kasih blue.
Oke. Ada yang mau gua drop nggak?
SMG aja SMG.
Itu
Pro.
Pantas aja nggak gerak gua.
Kenapa emang?
Time out.
Nah, berkelahi kita.
Ya toy, Mbak.
Weh, lama orang sholat Jumat di sana kah?
Ya toy, Mbak.
Iyalah.
Iya, lama.
Woi. Jarang saya anjir.
Kaina nak bahaya ini parah.
Gara-gara itu corona.
Tidak ada. Sembahyang. Alasan doang.
Sumpah ketiduran terus kak.
Alasan tahu-tahu udah males saja gak mesti.
Ya toh maju anjing. Atau
Rotate yuk.
Wah, itu bot anjing.
Udah, sabar. Yang satu low. Nice. Ayo.
Gas.
Kanan, belakang.
Alas satu.
Bus, coba.
Nice.
Di banana.
Nice.
Satunya di situ. Nice.
Ya toiba.
Pas lagi kak SMG nih.
Ras dari rumah aja. Rumah atas.
Rumah ke A.
Ya toiba. Serius jarang kau weh. Cuak. Ya toiba minggir di blok lagi.
Tunggu weh.
Jangan dipik, udah. Apa efek bang? Jangan dipik.
Pergi ah. Dua di sana. Pergi ah.
Mana bomnya?
Udah. Kelasnya di mana?
Toy.
Aku kill berapa tadi anjir? Kill semua. Tadi gak nambah.
Ya toiba.
Di library ya, hati-hati.
Ya toiba.
Mid.
Ditaruh dia lo. Taruh dia.
Ya toiba.
Sorry.
Ya toiba.
Iba tahu bangke.
Ya toiba.
Dari rumah aja, ayo.
Udah Toiba. Ya udah gua ya. Buy dong. Kapan beli? Mali.
Apa sih?
Akan Rokio.
Rumah habis nih gue.
Nice.
Flash, biru flash aja.
Siapa namanya?
Ya Toiba.
Satu di mana?
Ya udah turun Mali.
Buset, segitu ya, woi. Bokoin.
Ya Toiba.
Lihat liberate.
Woi.
Aduh. Gua mau tungguin di situ.
Ya Toiba.
Udah ada.
Ya
Toiba.
Woi, itu Hana ya, Hana Nifah ya.
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 Oke lah.
Ya Toiba.
Parah. Emang dajal
Kami ya.
Ya Toiba di mana ini? Astagfirullah.
Anjir.
Ada satu mid tadi ngelek anjing.
Ya. Gua di flash.
Ya Toiba. Ya. Nge-rap versi astagfirullah.
Go.
Ya Toiba. Ya Toiba.
Apa itu?
Woi, bisa begitu ya Nafi bangke.
Wow, di mana dia? Gue bingung anjing.
Bisa.
Ya Toiba.
Astaga.
Ya Toiba.
Banyak AWP, bro. Bingung kita.
Ya
Kebanyakan
Toiba
AWP.
sih. Ya Toiba sih.
Fight semua teman-temannya. Nggak bisa.
Jadi bulan
Ayo granat banana.
bulan Lebaran ini pulang kok balik ya?
No.
Ayo pulang kok be.
I go banana.
Oke, ayo ya. Kan udah pulang kok. Nggak dapat kok daging dong.
Asuh.
Ih, kalau udah pulang kok udah dapat. Kalau pulang kok dapat. Woi.
Oke.
Sabar balik, woi. Tunggu, woi.
Woi, udah mati tuh, woi. Dia udah plan langsung gila.
Ya Toiba.
Ya Toiba.
Oh, ini kita half dong.
Ada sniper satu. Sniper burung mungkin.
SSG.
Iya.
Holanya di B. Woi. Enggak usah ras tai kucing. Jangan di pick dong,
Banyak nih.
Min ada.
Wah, bisa begitu ya.
Ya bisa lah.
Anjing.
Ya Toiba. Ya Toiba. Liberty kah?
Udah
Iya,
ini nih, udah 4 lawan 5 nih. Ayo ayo. Bisa nih bisa.
Eko dulu.
Gue B. Gua ada.
Kita aja lah.
B3. Nah, gitu dong.
Belok ke B.
Pos gua di atas dong. Enggak usah lah.
Oh.
Ini tabusin. Aduh. Apa pergi?
Jatuh iba. Jatuh iba.
Itu jangan di situ Ijo. Gua takut kena kepala
All
lo.
this position.
Aduh. Tahu aja ya dia. Nice, bomb drop.
Mana kau balik? What?
Ngecit nih musuh. Tai kucing.
What? Woi, kanya bang, woi. Dilepas woi.
Apa ini?
Ngecit musuhnya.
Satunya ngecet emang si Fordnya.
Cheatnya itu hanya wall hack dong, tapi kagak diaktifin.
Enggak, dia HS juga, Cok.
Mana ada?
Ih, nggak percaya.
Ya elah, AWP-nya ya toiba. Ada situ Mali.
Ada dia.
Ya
Dia mijuk.
Ya toiba. Ya itu lo Mali. Alah Sunda.
Ada satu.
Jangan bareng bego. Ya toiba. Gobe, woi. Dia udah di B.
Udah plan.
Gua terak.
Wait.
Ya toiba. Mampus.
Anjing.
Dari mana sih tai?
Jangan.
Satu lagi di kotak. Di kotak. Satu lagi kanan. Kotak kanan.
Kanan
lagi.
kanan.
Iya, di situ. Iya.
Udah. Kick.
Ya jelas ya Toiba, babi.
Mau anjing, bukan push total ini mah.
AWP satu nggak masalah.
Gua air lah.
Ya.
Go.
Bro, tolong tulisannya hilangin bro. F2 aja cepetan. Tutupan.
Ya.
Sakit
anjing. Sabar.
Satu selokan.
Panik kayak.
B semua kayaknya.
Diam. Diam dong. Diam dong, woi.
Udah masuk. Iya di.
Tewa.
Dekat City ada satu.
Ya, berisik banget. Gua mau dengar juga lah.
Dekat lu satu, dekat lu.
Astaga, itu di mana?
Ya. Ya, Toiba. Astaga. Please lah. Gini. Yang di B hole lah. Oke. Gak usah ras.
Tak hold, tapi kalau lu mati diem ya.
Yo. Soalnya tadi nggak dengar step. Ya, ya.
Nice.
Ya Toiba. Bantu dong anjing. Bomnya sih. Ya Toiba woi. Satu lagi.
Itu loh. Navi bar sim.
Jangan gitu, Pak. Betoy.
Empat puluh nggak ada, Be.
Sorry.
Kebiasaan spray. Ya kebiasaan. Ayolah, let's go lah.
Go.
Tak lesin.
Throwing flashbang.
Thank you for flash. Gua dia kayaknya. Wah. B semua. Jangan dipik. Tunggu teman.